The negative effects of uprooting and plowing on soil health. Uprooting and plowing are common agricultural practices that have been used for centuries. However, these practices can have a number of negative effects on soil health. Soil, when undisturbed, inundated with water and covered with organic mulch to maintain soil temperature between comfortable range, 15°C to 25°C, microbes which billions in numbers and millions in diversity thrives, which are responsible for provision and protection of plants. This is the natural ecosystem sustained since over 400 million years with depleting in resources. Natural ecosystem is self-sustained to produce food for every living being without human interventions. Loss of soil structure. Uprooting and plowing can disrupt the soil structure, making it more difficult for water and air to penetrate. This can lead to soil erosion and compaction. Loss of organic matter. When the soil is disturbed, organic matter is lost. This is because organic matter is held in place by the soil structure, and when the structure is disrupted, the organic matter is released and can be washed away by water or blown away by wind. Most importantly, soil temperature rises which burn the organic matter. This is why we see smoke rising from bare soils at noontime when the soil temperature is high. In some areas it can reach 70 degrees Celsius. Increased risk of pests and diseases. Uprooting and plowing can create wounds in the soil, which can provide entry points for pests and diseases. This can increase the risk of plant damage and crop loss. Soil disturbance kills microbial life that is responsible for plant protection. Reduced fertility. The loss of soil structure, organic matter, and compaction can all contribute to reduced fertility. This means that the soil will be less able to support plant growth due to demolishing habitat of microbes responsible for providing minerals required by plants in a proportionate form. Traditional plowing was done by animals, which meant that the soil was only disturbed to a shallow depth. This allowed the soil structure to remain intact, and the organic matter to be preserved. However, with the advent of mechanized agriculture, plowing has become much more deep and frequent. This has led to a number of negative consequences for soil health, including reduced infiltration rate. When the soil is disturbed to a deep depth, it becomes more compacted. This makes it more difficult for water to infiltrate the soil, which can lead to waterlogging and the depletion of aquifers. Evaporation. When the soil is disturbed, it exposes more of the surface to the sun and wind. This can lead to increased evaporation, which can further deplete aquifers and contribute to drought. Increased risk of erosion. When the soil is compacted and the organic matter is lost, it becomes more susceptible to erosion. This can lead to the loss of topsoil, which is the most fertile layer of soil. The erratic weather that we are experiencing today is likely due to a number of factors, including excessive water floating in the atmosphere because of lower absorption and evaporation. However, the increased disturbance of soil by mechanized agriculture is also a contributing factor. There are a number of things that can be done to minimize the negative effects of plowing on soil health. These include using slit insertion precision planter, SIPP. SIP eliminates the need for tillage. It plants seed by miking narrow slit and inserts seed at suitable depth while maintaining seed-to-seed distances. Live mulch. Cover crops are plants that are grown to protect the soil and works as a live mulch. They can help to reduce erosion, improve soil structure, and increase organic matter. Dead mulch or residue of the previous crop. Mulch is a layer of organic material that is spread on the soil surface. It can help to moderate soil temperatures, improve water retention, and suppress weeds. By following these tips, we can help to protect the health of our soils and mitigate the negative effects of plowing on the environment. Uprooting is detrimental to natural ecosystems.